Hi guys, welcome to C2C Mentors. My name is Ketan. As promised, I am now giving you guys the quant strategy as far as XAT is concerned. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kindly show you last 5 years quants, the analysis, and we're also going to talk about quant strategy and how you need to prepare. Having round about 25, 26 days in your hand. Now, okay, so this is the analysis that we have from 2015 till 2019. Now you can pause the video and you can go through this step by step. But if you quickly look at the weightage for quants has been reducing over a period of time. So if you look at in 15 it was 31, now it's going to be 27. I predict this time it is going to be around about 27 also. Okay, so I do not see any kind of an increment as far as the quant section is concerned. For XAT, it's going to remain the same. Now, one thing that every XAT aspirant has to take care of, or you guys have to make a note of this, this is damn important, is that the level of difficulty for XAT is increasing year by year. So if you look at last year's XAT quant was actually tougher than 2018. Now that is something we also need to understand. Now again, for an exam like XAT, if the section is getting on the tougher level, it is actually a good sign. A lot of people will feel that no, it's not a good thing because the section is now getting tougher. If it's getting tougher, it's actually good because we know that comparatively XAT competition is not that much if you compare it with CAT or any other exam. So the competition is not there. That's number one. Number two, the best thing is that your cutoff is going to be very, very low as far as XAT is concerned. Having said that, when we say that, actually the level is getting tougher, it means the number of questions that needs to be attempted. Okay, that's number one. Number of questions that needs to be attempted and the cutoff are going to go down. And that's the reason, the XAT is pretty much beautiful exam because you have to have a good time management. So this is something you really need to understand, is that you have to have your preparation on the CAT level. So if you have somebody who have actually prepared for CAT, if you're prepared for advanced level, then you are actually in a good position. If you're a C2C student, we have already done something called as challenger level. So challenger level is actually meant for, or it was actually made for CAT and XAT level. So if you look at the kind of questions that XAT has been asking, they are actually close to challenger level. C2C challenger level is actually tougher than the CAT and XAT. We have actually made it, deliberately so that you get that kind of, hold. So yeah, so anyway, so the workshop that I'm launching, which is like 25 to 30 days for XAT, you will be getting access to all quants lecture, which is basic, advanced and challenger. Rather, there are 4 layers: concept, basic, advanced and challenger. So we actually take care of these 4 levels. Now, moving ahead with this, if you look at what's happening here, now, 2 important things. You can actually look at this PPT and you can understand this table. There are 2 important things that everyone must take care of. These are the 2 things, which is your algebra and your geometry. Now, guys, if you understand, geometry has always been consistent. XAT loves geometry. Geometry has always been consistent. You can talk about coordinate geometry, you can talk about circles, triangles, you can talk about mensuration. These are all important areas. Now, the problem here is that geometry, the way we believe, it's not, the way it should be. It's not that easy. It is actually on the tougher hand, right? And because of which the geometry has always been dominating in XAT, but it's going to be on the tougher level, and it's going to be mixture. So the theorems will be combined with each other, and you will be having questions which are literally mixture, which is we have discussed in the challenger level. So if you're somebody who is good at geometry, you have a great advantage as far as XAT is concerned, because geometry is going to be dominated this year also. Now, the new player as far as XAT is concerned, if you look at, that's nothing but your algebra. So if you look at algebra was actually been really silent, till 2018. But nowadays you can see algebra in 2019, algebra actually, it actually went up to 8 questions. And I believe that this year also you will have algebra, geometry. So it's going to be geometry, then algebra and arithmetic dominating this exam. I would love to see many questions from the arithmetic level, because then it becomes a little bit easy, even though the questions are a little bit lengthy. 2018 level of CAT, if you get those kind of questions, actually you can score very well because they are all formula based. Now, last year, kind of a surprise or kind of a good news that you had round about 4 questions coming from arithmetic domain itself. And all these questions were, I would say, moderate to difficult, mostly on towards the moderate side. But again, these all were formula based. You can give some time on it and you can get these 4 questions correct. So you've got P&L, you've got percentages. Last year, the addition was SICI, which is simple and compound interest. So this was an addition last year. I believe that this year we definitely will be seeing, I mean, definitely is not a correct word to be very honest. So I think we should see time split distance and time and work in XAT. So that's what my prediction is all about, because if you see, it was missing last year and it has always been there. So I believe that you will have TSD, and that's the reason I can predict around about 5 to 6 questions coming from arithmetic. But as far as algebra is concerned, you have everything in algebra, equations and inequalities and all that, right? Now as far as all these things are concerned, trigo is also important. Number system is only one question that was there last year. So guys, again, everything that boils down to only 3 things, which is algebra, geometry and arithmetic. So if you're somebody who is serious about XAT, you can definitely try to work out on a CAT level. Even if you try to solve some CAT level questions, then you are at a good advantage. If you're a C2C student, you can definitely focus on Challenger and you will be able to knock it off. Now remember this, the golden rule for XAT. Understand this, see, because the number of questions are not that actually if you look at CAT is 34, XAT is 27, so -5. You getting my point, right? But again, the LOD is little bit on the higher level as far as XAT is concerned, and that is the reason if you look at the cutoff for XAT as far as quants is concerned is around about 11 to 12 marks. Okay, I'm talking about 11 to 12 marks. So that's the cutoff that we are looking at. Last year the average student would actually do around about 16 to 17 questions. These were doable if you have your time management in place. So 11 to 12 questions, managing from this, I think should not be a really tough job. Even if you do 50% here, 50% here and 50% here, you are close to your cutoff. Definitely you have to take care of your accuracy anyway, but again, you will be having 50% of the paper doable and manageable easily. So that's something you need to focus on. So what I'm trying to do here is, we are launching this workshop which is going to be for quants. So as I said, we're going to talk about basic, advanced and challenger level as far as quants is concerned. I'm launching this 30 days workshop for XAT. So wherein I will be focusing on as far as verbal ability is concerned. We will be doing XAT RCs, grammar, critical reasoning. We will be talking about RC strategy. There is a typical fundamental strategy that you guys have to apply if you really want to meet the cutoff or break the cutoff for XAT. Verbal, that's one of the toughest section of all. And then we're going to talk about the RC rules, RC strategies, RC attempting strategies, verbal as a section whole. How do you attempt it and get this 10 to 11 marks so that you beat the cutoff. As far as quants is concerned, all the important all the important questions of quants. So we will be doing previous year actual questions of CAT. I intend to do round about last 5 years actual questions of XAT with the shortcuts, with the fundamental understanding, concept and time management keeping in mind. So we will be doing these sections along with a bit of revision as far as quants is concerned. I will be also managing decision making. I will be also taking care of GK. Now this course is going to be kind of a blend of 2 things. So you will be getting a bit of pre-recorded lectures. So you will be getting pre-recorded lectures, plus you will be attending live lectures with me, and you will be also getting the live lectures recording. So you're getting pre-recorded lectures, live lectures and the recording of live lectures along with 5 full length mocks, 100 topic wise mocks, and preparation strategy, D-Day strategy, mentorship and mock engineering, wherein we will be helping you to understand how do you manage your time and how do you actually go ahead with your mocks, keeping in time management intact and clearing the cutoff overall for XAT, for decision making, for verbal and for quant predominantly. And the bumper offer here is that if you get call from XLRI, I will be teaching you, rather I will be training you for XLRI GDPI 1-to-1, that too free. So if somebody is getting XLRI cutoff, if you're my student, if you enroll for this workshop, if at all you enroll for this workshop, then if you're getting a XLRI call, you will be taught or trained for GDPI short free. So guys, this is what we are launching as far as XAT workshop is concerned for the next 25 to 30 days. If you're interested, you can call on this number, and I will be making a couple of more strategy videos on the XAT front. To kindly subscribe to my channel if you have not done yet. Again, you have ample of time as far as XAT is concerned. The cutoffs are going to be lower, attempts are going to be lower, and that's where is the advantage for you to get a call from kind of good colleges which are under XAT. So I will be making next video wherein we will be talking about what needs to be done for the next 25 to 30 days, what's going to be your colleges and what are going to be the cutoffs for them. So guys, that's it from my side. Thank you so much.